break, but I didn't carve out the time. And I don't even think I had the right vibe, which is why it probably didn't happen. But that's silly of me too, because coming on here raises the vibration for me because I call in all these energies. To start out the new year, we want to call all our energy and power back, leaving no trace of others who have taken that energy from you or who you've given that energy to. It is all ours now to do what we want with, of course, on the direction of our path and purpose. So, yeah, I'll be the last person to say new year, new me, because it doesn't happen for me on the new year, and I feel like it's sometimes a little slower like that for me, but probably that's just another limiting belief. Finding these out are so amazing. It's like freeing because you're like, oh, that's a limiting belief, and then you're like, oh, I don't need to think that or believe that's not necessarily true. Yeah, let's keep our eye on those for a minute and see what happens. Because I know for me, there are a lot of ways I believe the world works, sometimes based on past experience, which again is the past, therefore it is not the future. And just reminding myself always, if you've gone through trauma in your life in any kind of way, and most of us have in some way, if that trauma is deep in the level of the root chakra, like your security and things like that, here's what I've occasionally been saying, and I think I need to do it again because I just thought of it now, so I thought of it again. I just say I'm secure, I'm safe, I'm sovereign in this space, right? This space could be your house, the space could be your body, the space could be your mind. It's anything that you can see that is yours and where you're safe, and you can grow from there. And it helps because usually you're having some kind of reaction to the trauma. So to remind yourself that that's not now, that was then. And even then could have been a different past than the past you are on right now on your timeline. I feel called again to talk about forgiveness. So for a long, long time, I was separated from my parents. I'm sorry. Like, this is really emotional because I realize how much I hurt myself and how much I hurt them. For no reason other than I felt like they didn't treat me fair. They didn't see me as a person. They were always trying to figure out what was wrong and fix me and teach me how to be what society wanted me to be. And that's so limiting. And it's not their fault. And only when I was able to forgive myself for holding on to this for so long and forgive them for the things that they did in the past and be willing to start again. That's when I knew true forgiveness, because I started remembering all of the good that they did for me, all of the things that they tried to help me. And sometimes they got it wrong, sure, but you know what? I'm a parent. Sometimes I get it wrong too. And I've been on a lot of therapy. And the most important thing from this is that, am I okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just talking about a very emotional topic of forgiveness and my family dynamic. Hello, how are you doing? Happy Monday. All of this stuff is good and great. And sometimes it's just so amazing. It's overwhelming. Like, I just saw the most beautiful sunrise over New York City, and I was just in awe. In awe. I hope you're doing good too. Sometimes tears just need to happen. Sometimes that's the only language gratitude speaks through you with, just like this feeling of amazingness and awesomeness. Thank you for being here. And if there's one thing I can share on the topic of forgiveness is, don't hold on to it. Let it go. let it go. Holding on to these things keeps you stuck and doesn't let you see the full picture of a person. That's something else that I'm working on. Because of the way my brain is kind of structured, I see things as very black and white. And over the last year now, I've been starting to embrace the idea, because I know it's true for me. It's like nobody is all good, and therefore nobody is all bad. And good people can do not right things, and bad people can do good things. And be able to see the wholeness of that, instead of just seeing someone do something bad and then saying they're a bad person and rejecting them and doing all that kind of stuff. That is not Christ consciousness. So I have to see the fullness of it. Accept it. And then decide how I'm going to feel about it. Which is always, I want to forgive and move on, right? Forgive but not forget. But you don't forget. It's like when you forgive, you see more and more of the reality of the relationship, because you're not just focusing on the negativity or what hurt you or what happened. And I just want to say, in no way am I victim blaming, because things have happened to me in the past, and I forgive myself for those too, the role I played in that, right? Even if it was against my will. Perhaps I was not. It should have never happened. That person should not have done that. Those people should not have done that. But at the same time, what did I do in that space? Did I protect myself properly? No. I know I was people pleasing. And that's something that I'm also working on for sure. So I know we all have some things to work on, and we all have different areas where we have more experience to, share things that work for you. And so I always want this to be a space of that too, where we celebrate forgiveness and miracles and peace and compassion and embracing the wholeness of a person and accepting them anyway. Damn. And for me, that's the work, right? To show in my fullness light everybody, instead of selecting those who should see or receive it. That's it. That's not up to me. My whole job is to shine and be seen. Hi, how are you? Let me get my glasses on really quick. Also, Hi, Tamara. How are you? That's a really pretty name. Good for you. Your parents loved you, gave you a good name. Congratulations. Just as a side note, there was someone that I met that had an unbelievable name. And I say that, but now I can't remember it, which is hilarious. Oh well. If it was important, it'll come back. I know I have his card. But it was like a super spy name. I was like, good for your parents, man. Just giving you that name that's awesome. Okay, whatever. That story would have only hit if I remembered what the name was, so maybe another time I'll remember. How far are we in here? 10 minutes? Okay, I probably got another 10 minutes. It feels like I'm always kind of shooting these videos in my car, because my apartment is a New York City size apartment, and there's at least 3 of us there, if not 4 most times. And so I don't want to film there while things are going on inside the house. And also, I'm not necessarily okay with where I would need to do this in the house to have privacy. Maybe I just need to think on it more. This is just another one of my limiting beliefs. Turn them over, pluck them out. Turn them over, pluck them out. I can shoot anywhere. I shot in the park over like the summer. It doesn't need to be private. It helps me work on my people pleasing because I have to not care what other people think while I'm doing it. And it opens the space up to have more random times of getting connected. I've been a little too in my head, I think, which is why I've not been like filming shorts or lives. And every once in a while, I guess you gotta hermit it up. Get yourself feeling right? That's the end of the year. Clean it up, clean it out, and then show up and do your best. And that's what I'm gonna do today, like I always do. Bring my positivity and energy into the environment of everybody else that I meet, and blessing all those along the way, though maybe I don't have the opportunity to speak to, but energetically I can send the vibrations. I hope you all had good holidays. I just had a lot of like decompress time. It was great. I needed it. That's how I'm back here with a smile on my face. But again, that's a limiting belief because I don't need vacation to be happy and on like this. Just talking out loud about things in my head really lets me see like, oh, limiting belief. Oh, limiting belief. Oh, you think it has to be that way? That's not necessarily true. I've come to the realization that truly anything is possible. The only thing holding us back is our imagination. And for me, it's like, I feel it's like fear of the unknown, but that's silly because I'm crafting it so I will know what it looks like. Just more limiting beliefs. When I say I don't have time for things, limiting belief. Y'all, I know this was not a long live today. I'm so grateful for those who stopped in. You saw, felt, heard, saw. I said saw twice. The things you needed to see being here, and I'm so grateful for that. And I don't need to feel like I have to conquer the world or be a gladiator or push so hard. I did that for a long time. Now I'm resting in my feminine energy and letting people come to me, being open, looking at these things that I believe, plucking out the ones that don't work, managing my meditation, giving gratitude for all my abundance, my health and vitality, and I give those blessings to everyone else I see or meet on the street. Why? Because it's free. Why not? Why not? Why not? Right? Just like compliments are free. And I just had another limiting belief. I won't share it, but I will call that out as limiting belief because when I do what I am supposed to do, I am secure, I am safe, I am sovereign in this space. This reality is what I create and cultivate. And I hope you know that that's true for you too. And it's okay if you haven't been doing a great job cultivating. That happens to all of us. It's happened to me too. So just know that it's okay. It's okay to start again. Forgive yourself for mistakes in the past. Realize you were trying your best. You've learned more now, so that's even better. And yeah, I think the biggest thing in Christianity is to love yourself as much as God loves you, as much as Jesus loves you, so that you can then feel that and share it with others. Okay. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. I know I've been like on the verge of tears, and they're tears of gratitude and gratefulness. That's all that it is. And I'm so happy about that. It's just like more happy tears. Yeah. I hope you come by next time in the future and tell me about all the wonderful things that are happening in your life too. Alright, I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Bye. I'm doing this bad. There we go.